Hi, this is Prabhat, and today I just have a new topic on Russia-Ukraine ongoing war. So, just couple of hours ago, Mr. President Zelensky uh, confirmed that they have the deal with the USA. They have cracked it, and they got the security for the 15 years from the USA. So the question arises why USA is no more interested to end the war instead of giving the security support for a nation and just for the certain period of time, which means now security is offering into EMIs and there are big players into market. You can have your own partners, you can have your own allies, and you can get security from them. So as Mr. Donald Trump is keep making false narratives that they have ended some 8 major wars, including so-called India-Pakistan, Israel-Palestine, Serbia, Kosovo, Rwanda, Congo, America and Armenia and Azerbaijan, Israel and Iran. So if they are so effective, so powerful, they have the best intelligence in the world, and they are the best people uh, for the deal cracking. So why they are not coming for the US, the Ukraine and Russia ongoing conflict? Because it's the businessmen that don't want to end any war, and they have never done. They have never ended any war in history. We have the history, and we have seen none of the war have been or had been ended by the USA, despite they making all the false claims. Instead, I would better say all the wars either have started by USA or supported by USA. So USA should not have any role, but being a big player in market, they keep have claiming they have stopped the wars. A few wars are like years ago, and they have done. They also want to get the Nobel Peace Prize. So the one point is coming out for the war. We do not have now any solution. Instead, we are having a EMI term, like instead of ending the war, we are funding the war. And also, when the time in the 20th century, when we have the failed League of Nations, which causes so much chaos, millions of death, and all the mishappenings which was happened in 20th century, we came very strongly, very aggressively that we will have a nation, a world, uh, a nation of world, and all the countries will be participated, and so-called United Nation was established, and all the countries who are the part of United Nations, they are giving funding to the special force which is called US peacekeeping force. So where are they? Why they are not stopping any wars? Why we are wasting so much of money if we have to by our own self? If there is any war, any situation which we cannot handle, and we rely on the our organization, our big organization, because we are funding them, we have faith on them, and we have signed a treaty, we have an agreement that in any case there will be any aggression against anyone, the United Nations will come up and they will have support to the nation. So why in the Ukraine and Russia case, why the war is not going to end? Instead, we seeing now when US is claiming and US is giving the support for the 15 years, which means the war is not going to end in coming 15 years. Why can US also give Ukraine a security that Russia will not have Russia will not attack further? They will end the war. I don't think so, because at the major point of time when any nation are in power and they are saying that the steps, the measures they are taking, and they are in effect, they are very effective in regards whatever they have desired from any aggressive steps they have taken. So this is the very big shift of mindset, that in the 20th 21st century, when everyone is seeking peace, when people are tired of any wars, anything that's happening across the nation, across the world, which should not. So for those aggressions, we are seeing that we do not have any peace, we do not have any resolution for them. What we will have some security. So if you are in war like situation, you will get support. The player could be anyone based on your choice. So the role in US in this war, like, coming completely ineffective. They have long table discussions, and they all were waste of time, and people are just losing their life. They're losing each and everything they got for it. And now we can see, unfortunately, we are still in the era where we do not have any solution for the war, because there was a very famous quote during World War II, like, "Nie wieder Krieg," which means like there will be no war. People were pleading for it, like, we do not want any war because they are very devastating. No matter who is winning or who is losing, the war is not in favor of anyone. They are not good for anyone. But unfortunately, we have ongoing war, and US is the major player who is very wise to prolongate any war. Just keep connected, and we will have some other topic, or I will also want to think on the next video, and we will have some discussion on, like, why we cannot end any war. Thank you.